Hi, what's up? It's me, Letícia, and I'm here today with two guests, Diego and Doana. They're the ones helping me with my new project. We named it The Allowance Day.
As we ourselves are in high school, hearing about dealing with money, the allowance and things like that, we decided to make a game to try to manage this sort of things, to invest the right way, because we all know that managing money, make it grow, things like that are kind of hard. So we made this game because we know that the allowance, the money is something that makes a deep impact on our lives, and schools doesn't teach really well how to use it, so we're trying to help having fun.
But as we all know, making a game is not a bed of roses. It has some big challenges, like finding sponsors, correcting the mathematics, and searching for a good illustrator. We're all students. People don't care much for young guys trying to make a board game.
Now let's see step by step how do we gonna play it.
The game is played up to 6 players, so at least 2 pawns are placed at the starting point. Before the game starts, the banker and the person keeping track of the expenses, in which we will call the tracker along the game, need to be chosen, and the money for each gets 3,500 distributed.
So as everything is in place and ready, the youngest person playing begins, and the next is the one on the player's side clockwise. Each player needs to roll the dice and move your pawn along the days of the month according to the number that was indicated. The player's turn ends when everything that was indicated is finished.
If in that case, the player needs to make a loan to the banker and the tracker. The loans can only be made in multiple thousands, and it is very important to say that every time you cross the allowance day, you will pay 10% of interest rates. The mail cards can mean the following things.
Bills. The player can either pay the amount right away or wait for the allowance day.
Extra cash. The player receives the amount of money pointing on the card from another player.
Huge bill. This is the same as any other bill, but if the player waits for the allowance day, you will have to pay 10% of interest rates.
ILTM. The player can either go to the next shopping and entertainment or you find it by yourself. The shopping and entertainment, the ones we call S&E cards, mean that you can buy an establishment for a price and sell it for much higher. When someone stops at the you find a buy or sell, the player needs to pay for the card of its opponent. Remember, you can have more than one S&E card at a time.
The sweep taken is when the bank bets 1,000 and each player that wants to participate adds 100. Then they choose a number on the dice. The one that comes up first wins all the money. If the number does not match at first, it should be repeated until it does.
Band Rock contest consists in the first player getting the number 3 on the dice, $1,000. The player that was first on the sale should start.
Before sell means that the player should pay the bank 100 multiplied by the number on the dice. Then it could take the S&E card that most approximated that buying value.
The charitable marathon sale means that the player is receiving a donation from all the other competitors. The value of the donation is according to the number rolled on the dice, multiplied by 100.
And finally, the allowance day, where each player gets 3,500 every time crossing it. It is often used to pay off late bills, huge bills, and loans.
The allowance day is available on every Walmart and Target in the United States for only $20. That is because of the manufacturing, the quality of the material used, and the cost of distribution company. But remember, on the first 5 weeks, the game is only for $10.
Now, we invite you to join us in this incredible experience to learn and have a good time all at once. Have fun dealing with money and good luck.